I told you, this thing is bigger than Nino Brown, and I got a list of proof.
Order.
If I'm going down,
Order in
I'm
the
taking a
court.
whole lot of
I
people
said
with me.
order in the court.
Terence Crawford, I understand his personality. It's nothing complex. It's very straightforward. Terence Crawford, in his mind, he fucks with the people that fucks with him. It's really that simple. Now, I understand people may say, oh yeah, we're Terence Crawford fans, but we're not getting no love. But especially when it comes to other sports like I'm from DC. The Redskins suck. They haven't won a game yet. A Redskins fan and a Redskins supporter, a genuine fan and a genuine supporter, they, at this point in time with the Redskins having 0 wins, a rookie quarterback, a fired coach, they're remaining optimistic when it comes to their Redskins. It may be somewhat delusional, but a fan, a genuine supporter from a Redskins organization perspective, they're currently riding with the Redskins. Same for the Cowboys when it comes to all of their years when they suck, and those Cowboys fans saying, oh yeah, this year gonna be our year, and when they ain't won a damn playoff game in how long? That's what a fan and that's what a supporter is to these organizations. And to me, that's the same way that's the type of loyalty and that's the type of fanhood that Terence Bud Crawford wants. Now, I feel like Errol Spence Jr., he gets that. And I always speak on like the guy that's the popular fighter. Errol Spence Jr. is the more popular fighter. He is the beloved. Errol Spence Jr. was the franchise. He is the beloved franchise between the two. Because I've seen different criticism happen when it comes to certain guys. Criticisms that are pointed, they're not even necessarily boxing related. Well, some are boxing related, some are boxing related. Criticism that's pointed out about other guys. Let's say Adrian Broner or Tank Davis and shit like that, or whoever else it may be. Now, when it's a guy that's a Errol Spence fan and an Errol Spence supporter, like that's their guy, number one, Errol Spence. Like the way I am with Jared Hurd, that's how they are with Errol Spence Jr. The same criticism that they would direct towards Adrian Broner and Tank Davis, I've seen Errol Spence do the same shit. And I'm not referring to behavior because their personalities are completely different. But I've seen guys that are number one Errol Spence fans and pro Errol Spence all day, and Errol Spence gets fat in between fights. That's a fact. It's not, I mean, that's just a reality. That's how it has gone. We've seen it over and over again. Now, people have pointed out that about Adrian Broner. That's been pointed out by Tank Davis. It's also been pointed out about Errol Spence. But this particular example, I'm speaking on the Errol Spence fans, the top Errol Spence fans, it don't matter if Errol take 2 losses in a row fans, not the guys that are going to flake and just turn their back on him like the AJ fans that turned his back on AJ after he lost to Ruiz. I'm talking about the real fans. That criticism hasn't been heavily directed towards Errol like it has when it comes to other guys. And like even small shit where it's not even boxing related, like a lot of people like to discuss the young guys and they fashion or they hair or they pants. Errol Spence wears skinny jeans. Errol Spence has one of them little man bag purses, but it's like the energy is put towards the other guys. When you're like a part of that fan club for Errol Spence, that's your number one guy. That same energy isn't directed towards him. So putting myself in Terence Crawford's shoes, like I notice the inconsistencies. I definitely do. So to pretend like they don't exist, or even if you are aware that they do exist, but choosing not to acknowledge it, I mean, it only makes sense for a guy like Bud Crawford to have the stance that he has.